Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Monday Mental Health Healing Through Crafting Turtle Journal Live. Hope everyone is having a fantastic Monday. Hopefully everybody can see. Hopefully. Hi. What started my cover, and then I realized that the pages for my cover. Hello, Karen. Hello, Karen. I started the pages for my cover, or I started my cover because I'm going to do a paper bag cover. And the pages that I want to use for my cover, I have to rethink my cover. The pages that I want to use for my cover do not fit my cover. So yours truly has to decide what she's going to do now for her cover. So with that being said, we are going to work on signatures today. That's what we are working on. We are going to work on signatures because that would be the next logical thing to do, right? We're going to work on signatures. Yeah. In the Turtle Journal. We are going to work here today on this lovely. Can everybody see me? Do I have to? Let me see. You might see a little bit of mess here, but hey. What's a little mess? As long as we have a little excitement here. If you're here, please say hello. If you're here, please say hello. I want to welcome everybody into this lovely, lovely chat. Sorry, I was finishing up my Death Wish coffee before we get started. Because, you know, every Monday needs a little coffee, right? Every Monday needs a little coffee. So, I have these pages. I was thinking about 2 signatures for this. I have some paper bag that I folded. I have this piece and this piece. I made these last week that I'm going to put in. These 2 here. I'm putting these in. I have this that I made before that I stamped out. Yes, everybody needs a ladder coffee. I stamped that out. I have these. This is from the kit. These I made a while ago that I wanted to put in that I made. So I'm going to use those. The copy one that I'm going to use. And then I have these turtle pages that I'm going to put into the signatures. I love these turtles. And some of them printed out twice, but oh no, they're different. I thought they were the same, but they're different. See, they're different up here. They're different. And then we have these turtles. They're swimming. Just keep on swimming. Just to keep on. This one, I love this one. This might be a cover to one of the signatures, actually. Right here. Right. And then I picked a paper bag. And I made these papers on a Tuesday live. So I decided that I was going to add these papers. And this was one. Hello, Tanya. And then this was one that I made on a Tuesday live. So yes, we are going to be folding papers and putting signatures together and, you know, adding some fun stuff to these signatures. And we're gonna have a little chitty chat. And there's a few other things that, you know, we can add to the we can make to add. Like I said, we're going to do 2 signatures for this. It's going in a paper bag journal. And of course, yours truly can't put the signatures in because she doesn't have the stuff that she needs to do the cover. So yeah, there is also that is rolling around at the moment. So we're gonna fold. I love the sound of that paper, how crinkly it is. Because it was wet and then it dried. Yes, I love the sound of that. The name of the kit is Raggedy Turtle Blooms, which can be found on Etsy. It's a luiseHEINZL collection. Hello, Zal. Hello, Zal. I'm going to fold this because this is going into the signature. Oop, I'm rolling. How is everybody today? These are white backs. I know they are white backs, but what I was thinking is that it's not going to make a difference once we get it in the journal, because I like to play around with my papers and I always change things up on the back. So I'm not worried about white backs. I'm not. Because you can alter them many different ways. You can add like your pockets, you can add your belly bands and things like that. So I am not at all. Well, that turtle, his head goes from one page to the other, but I think that is cool. It gives you an illusion. Tell me why it's 51 degrees today where I am at, and the sun is not shining, it's doomy and gloomy, and I had to turn the heat on today. Explain that to me. Just explain that to me. The tool that I am using to crease my pages, if you did not know, is called a bone folder. Why they call it a bone folder is beyond me. All it is a piece of plastic that is very heavy. Well, not heavy, but it's like a heavy duty plastic, and it creases really well. That's why I'm using it. Because I want my pages to be creased. Yeah. Karen, are we in the studio today? And Karen, are we making more journals today? And also, Karen, I'm thinking I need to add those turtle stamps to my collection that you have over there in your studio. I think they are calling my name, that they need to come over here to my studio too. I think they need to be over here in mine. I'm doing double duty on YouTube. Oh, are you Superwoman today? Are you Superwoman? We need to get you a cape. We need to get Karen a cape. I got double joy going on. That is the best. Double joy. I look forward to these on Mondays and Tuesdays. I really do. Spending time playing with the paper and creating and sharing my talents and my skills. And this journal here has been sitting on the pile here for quite a while, and it's been calling my name, telling me that it needs to be made into something. So here we are, making it into something. These are the words to the song that was written for this journal, Raggedy Turtle Blues. And these are the extra pieces that I want to put into the signatures. And then over here, we have this, which is my envelope bucket. Well, some of my envelopes, not all of them. But I am thinking that it might need a couple envelopes. What do you say? What do y'all say? We need that. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. I have an idea with a couple of these, so that's why I have the amount that I have. And these ones here, barely waking. Well, thank you for coming and joining me. Just waking up. I can be a bit much when just waking up in the morning. I woke up this morning and I'm like, yeah, I have a live this morning. Because my husband says to me, what do you got going on? I got a live. Need I say more? I got a live. So these ones here, I thought that I could take and stick them together like this, right? And then when I glued them together, they could go in the signature. Good morning, Kelly. Welcome. Welcome to the Turtle Journal. And when I glue these together and I put them in the signature, I have a pocket here and I have a pocket here. And then I have this, fun little thing in my signature. So, and even on this side of it, I can take this and glue here. And then I have a little tuck spot right there. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do there. So I have those pieces for that. So let's get to gluing. The glue that I chose to use today is art glitter glue. Yes. I thought it would be cool. So we're going to try her out and see how we work. Oh, there we have our little tuck spot there. And then when we glue this in, it'll hold in to the signature. So there's one for that signature, for one signature. Then we're going to do one for the other because they both need one. There's that. Roll it over and we're going to glue it right here. Like that. There we go. If I'm going too fast and somebody needs to see something again, just hoop. Just hoop. And then I have 2 envelopes that I'm just putting in. What do I want to do with this one? I don't know what I want to do with this one. So we're just going to set this one off to the side. Alrighty. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's start putting these together so that I know if I need anything else to go in them. Put these like this. I want this one for a front cover. Actually, do I want that for a front cover? No, I don't want that one for a front cover. Let's do that one for a front and that one for a front. And we'll just go through like so. I have no rhyme or reason why I'm picking which pieces go where, because I will rearrange them when I get to where I'm going with them. So we're going to do this like this. The signature ones. This is signature 1, signature 2. And these will go here like so. And then we have this is my thought process when I make a journal. Very, very elaborate, huh? So the bag can go that like that. How do I determine? I just pick what I feel is comfortable, and I just go. Like right now, I'm just picking stuff that I want into the signature. And then when I go and actually put this signature together, if it doesn't feel right to me, I will take pages out. So this is what I would like to be in each signature. If it does not feel right to me when I like put the pages where I want them, I will pull stuff out. So you'll see what I mean here in just a second. So this is what I like for signature 2, and this is what I would like for signature 1. So I'm going to pull this off the side, and now I have all of this, right? This is what I would like to be in the signature. So with this right here, I want this to be my first page. So now there's white right here, okay? So I'm going to, with the white, I'm going to take this and put this with this. Because one, if I don't want this white here, I can glue this to this, and this will cover this to make a design. Or I can leave it and do something with it that I want. So then I took and I made this little flip thing here. So I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put that there. Again, I have some white here. I don't do this with every signature that I put together, but this is how I see myself doing this one. So then I don't always use digitals like this, but this is how my brain is computing today. This is how it's registering. And then like these, I don't even have to put them actually in the signature itself. I can take them if I wanted to after I get the signature together. Or I can do this like this right now, is take that because I want to put it there and just paper clip it like so that I have that there. And then go like this. And you see how I'm working right now, and it's like this. When I close it, that's not thick enough for me because I like them big. I like them chunky. So I have to go a little bit more. And then like I really, really, really want this in there, but see how it hangs over some? So I would have to put this in on something else because it hangs over too much. So this is a no-go right now, but I will figure out something for that. So right now I can put that in. Yes, it hangs over a little bit, but we will make that definitely work when we put that into the journal. So then we have this, and we have these items left. Oh, I'm out of frame. I do want that there because I can put a flip. Like I'm going to show you how to put, see how that flap is there? Once it's in the signature, I'm going to show you how to extend that page once it's in there. But at the moment, we're just going to leave the envelope there and we're going to work with that. So then we're going to put this page in. And then we're going to put this page in like so. And then remember how I said I like this page? Well, I didn't want the turtles' heads to be chopped off. So we're going to do it like so. And now when I fold this up, it is chunky, but I don't care because that is how I like my journals to be. And This is personal preference. This is not like written in stone that you have to do it like that. Oh, and then remember how this hung off like this? This is a way that you can incorporate this, because, okay, you have this like this. You can pull this back like so, right? And just because there's a fold there does not mean anything, because this is paper. You can manipulate this the way that you want it. So if you pull this back like this in your signature, you can make a new crease, and you can put this, you know, you can hinge this, you can do whatever. So I will probably, when I get going with this, like making this actual journal, I will end up hinging this in the signature right here. I will show you how to hinge this once we get our signatures together. So this right here has 1, 2, 3 with the envelope, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 pieces. Thank you, Kelly. There's 14 pieces in this signature. So that stays within my 15 pieces that I want into the signature. And then I got to find my little nifty bag here that I use for my sewing of the signatures. I'm just going to set that up like that for the moment. Yes, there will be 28 pages, but 28 pages times 4 is what? I can't math right now. I can only do, what is it? 1 + 1 = 3 sounds right to me. Yeah, that's my math. So this signature is completely ready to be sewn in. And I actually like how thick that is for me personally. And then this would go like this into my journal. And this is the cover for this journal. And it's not too thick. There still will be room for it to grow, because I did a 2-inch spine. So this would lay here like so, and then see how much space there still is for another signature. There's plenty of space to do another one. So yeah. And then we're going to put the other signature together, and then I'm going to show you how we can hinge stuff in and do stuff like that. So here's our second signature. So let's get to rolling. So this is the cover for that. And we are, yes, some of the pages are identical that are going in this, but that is what happens when you make pages to put into a journal. But I don't care, because I love me some turtles. There is a live on how I made those pages. It's a techniques page, or techniques journal thing. Oh, that has to go that way, because I love making paper. I love making paper. That's one of my favorite things to do, is make paper. If you didn't know that. Yes, I love making paper. I love it. Oh, nope. See, look. Now, this right here is a no bueno for me. I cannot do that. Why? Because it's white on white. Yes, I'm going to decorate it. Yes, there's this side. You'll see this side, but you won't see this side at the same time. But that's still a no bueno for me. It has to have something in between. So we're going to do this. Put something there in between, because you can. I'm not saying you can't. You can most definitely have something there, but you don't want to do that. And you know, over here, I was just rambling and I wasn't paying attention. And I didn't get none of the good stuff in here. Why did I put a paper bag in this one and not in the other one? Because I thought that it would be fun to have a different piece in this one. That's the only reason why that's there in that. And then this piece I'm going to put here because just because I thought it would be cool to put that there. And again, we have some stick outage, but I don't care. We're going to have 2 coffee dyed papers to get. Well, it's not coffee dyed. One is what you call it, stain, and the other one's I can't, my brain ain't thinking. One is coffee and the other one is rust stain, so it's not really the same. It's the same but different, but you get where I'm going with that. So then I'm going to actually hinge this one there, like so. And then where are we going to put this envelope so that we can do I'm going to put this one there like so, but like I said, this is white on white, but I'm going to do something with that to change that up. And this one here ends up having, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 because I put a bag in this one. That's the only difference is this one has a bag. Do I care that they're not the same? No, ma'am. Why? Because 1 + 1 = 3 around here. That is why. You will learn that I don't like to math. Nope. No, ma'am. No mathing around here. No mathing. These large paper clips that I am using are my best friend. You can get them at the Walmart. You sure can. Yes, 1 + 1 = 3. Sounds right to me. Sure does. Yes, these paper clips that I am using, they come from the Walmart. I use them to sew in my journal or sew in my signatures. So this would be what the journal actually looks like with the signatures in. There is plenty. Well, they're not sewn in, but I have plenty of room to grow. Actually, if I wanted to, there's plenty of room for me to put a whole nother signature in there if I wanted, but I want to be able to have room to grow. So that is why I am doing it this way. So with that being said, we are going to now make a few pieces to put in here. So yeah, I have these pages. These are the ones that I was going to use for my cover. And again, I can reprint everything because I have the collection where I can print it out. If you are here, please say hello and welcome. And please make sure you give a big thumbs up because I love thumbs up. And if this is your first time here and you like what you're seeing and you want to see more of this, please make sure that you like and subscribe because I would love that. And my turtles would love it too because they like to hang out and be friends with people too. They like to make new friends. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Turtles and me, we have a history. I love me a good turtle. I do. So there is that. Now, what are we gonna make for this first signature? This is a second signature tear, not the first one. Get it correct there, love. Oh, we have some pieces that we've already made too, you know, you can put in here. There is that too. We made this little fun thing that Miss Karen had you know, said that we should do, and I'm going to put that in there. So let's get that in there. Do we want to put it over here so it flips in like so? No, I don't want that close to the signature, so we're going to put this over here. That has to go over there like this. Yes, Miss Karen gave me the idea of making this a belly band. And then I didn't want my turtle to be decapitated. He had to have a head. I found his head, and then we made him a flip belly band. Yeah, so that is a new thing around here, the flip belly band with the turtle. So yep. So we're gonna add that, and then we have Mr. Turtle who flips out like that. Isn't that cool? This journal will be very, very interactive. I shall say that. I did have a quote laying around here that was a quote sticker. I do not know where I put it at the moment, but I do have a quote from Sal that we have to get in here too. So we will be making a quote card for that. I have a quote from Sal, and I have, there's other quotes that are floating around in my inbox that I got to get in here. So we will make sure those get in there. I did want to put this in as a middle piece. Does not go into this journal. It goes into this journal piece. And in the middle. My weight comes from the Amazon. I want this to be hinged in the middle. But how are we going to? Well, I could do a little trim that would work, and then actually, instead of trimming, let's just reinforce. Let's take this piece off right here, like this. Sorry, I don't mean to be out of frame. I'm just thinking so that I can reinforce. And let's not cover that one up. We can reinforce over here and hinge it in on this side. And we need to, I'm just yapping to myself for a moment. I'll be all right. This is a staff meeting with myself for a moment. I have to have them every now and again. A staff meeting with myself. Anyone that's been around for a while will know that I have staff meetings. That's how I work. I'm just scoring on my scoreboard just for a moment so I can show you how I'm gonna hinge this lovely gem. Because I did not want to make this journal and not have this in here, because I made this on my last live and I actually loved it, so it has to go in here. You know, when you make something and it has to just get into the journal. So I scored it so that it can be in the journal. And when you see what's going to happen, you're going to be like, whoa, she did not just do that. Yes, it was groundbreaking material that I just did. So see how it's white on the back? I'm just going to hinge this like so. and it'll flip like this, and you still have writing space. Yes, 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 yes. And then when I cover this up over here with something, that'll be covered up too. And I still get my pocket in there. Like all of that still goes. And it's exciting, right? I told you I was going to get this pocket in here one way or the other. And here we are. Still getting it in there. And I absolutely love that. And it's still got writing space. So yeah. And it's still in my middle. It still has all the things that I wanted there. So we have that. That piece is in there. And then we want to find, let's unpin this for a second. Wait a second here. Ooh. If anybody has any questions, you can drop them in the comments. I love to answer questions. For those of you that do not know, I have now started a Snips Happens Facebook group that you can share your work. So if you make anything from any of my lives, you can come over to Snips Happen and share your work. And so we can all be creative together. Isn't that cool? Where we all can be fun together. Yeah, it is on my community page. So that, what did I just pin one of Karen's comments and not realize that I pinned one of Karen's comments? Really? How do I'm a goof. I'm a goof. I am a goofy. I want, no. What is going on here? Oh. Let's not have that here. There it goes. All right. So yeah, I am pretty excited about that, building up the community page for Snips Happen, or not the community page, but my Facebook group for Snips Happen. So if anybody wants to join, you can come over and give it a likey poo. It's on my community page, and all of that. Now I need to find my little, see, I'm always a day late, $1 short. Always. Someone needs to be like, Tara, get your act together before you come to work in the morning. But am I ever ready? No. You can see my plugs, my cords now. Yep. How profesh is that? Look at my desk. It looks like the turtles, just came out of their shells and like on my desk. Yep. It's okay. One of these days, I will be professional, but I don't think today's the day. Why? Because we're here and it's supposed to be about mental health and crafting your worries away. And what am I doing today? Crafting my worries away. And a turtle journal. So here we go. I am just inking around the edge of this turtle because I am going to take him and I'm going to put him here on said page like this. And I'm just going to glue here, here, and here, and he's going to become a fancy tuck spot. I don't know. He just, it's groundbreaking material. That's what it is. That's all that it is groundbreaking. And then once it's in, like so, you have this really cool tuck spot that I'll be able to tuck tags and stuff into. Just like that. But I am in love. I am in love. So this page here, I did promise that I was going to show you how to do a tuck. I'm not going to use, actually, I'm going to wait until we have it sewn in to show you how to do that, because that would be this here. This here, I want to do this with, to make that go down like that. And then we are going to bring it in just a little so that it is not hanging out like it was. There we go, like that. And then this one, we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to fold it in a little and just make a little tuck spot. And at the top, it's going to be a pocket. There we go. And oopsie. Good thing I noticed that, because we had a turtle page that was upside down. That turtle was swimming upside down. We don't want a turtle swimming upside down, do we? No, we don't want an upside down turtle. That is one thing that you have to make sure you check, unless you don't care if your pages are directional or not. Always make sure that your if you have critters in your journal, that they are right side up. Because if they're not, when you sew them in, they will be upside down. Guaranteed. I have done it. Upside down flowers is okay, but I wouldn't want upside down critters. No upside down critters. That is I have had upside down critters. Yeah. That I was okay, that one is good. That one's all good for right now, for when we go to sew into our journal. Upside down flowers, though, you can't really tell when they're upside down, if you ask me, because flowers grow this way and every way, wouldn't you say? Then let's make sure all these pages are right before we get it going. And words. Yeah, making it a bouquet, so that's a good idea. I should probably stick a paper clip on there so that I don't forget that I want that to go there. There's that. Then okay. And then this again, I'm going to just not make a mess and drop everything on my floor for sure. Because I already have enough of a mess here. I don't need a bigger one. We're just folding that in like so. And then we're gonna flip this around like this. And we're going to fold this one in like that. And then I need to grab some boo-boo tape because we have a boo-boo here. And we can fix this boo-boo right now. Before I forget that I have to fix this boo-boo because yeah, sometimes I forget that I have boo-boos and I have to fix them. So yeah, we have that. It has to be fixed. So I'm going to fix that like so. And that's all there is to that. And that one's done. And then as like how I put this bag in here, you can put any bag in there. You could put a paper bag. You can put a lunch bag. You can put a little tiny bag. You could put a polka dot bag. You could put, you name it. You can make a bag. Speaking of, I could show you how to make a bag if you needed to. You know, like if you didn't have a bag to put in there. So yeah, let's make a bag. And I can show you how to do that. How about that? So you say, well, Tara, I want to put a bag in my journal, but I don't know how to make a bag. And I want a bag in there. Okay. So let's make one. First, let's put a pin in art glitter glue because art glitter glue doesn't like it when you leave them on open. All right. So this is how you make a bag. Very, very, very simple. You take you decide how wide you want your bag. So this one here is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe a little bit wider than 4. Okay. I'm going to say it's going to be close to 5. So you just go like this, right? And you fold it like so, and you fold it like so, right? And then let's make sure we're even. What was interesting, Kelly? That I am having a conversation with myself or that we're going to make a bag to put in our journal, or the boo-boo tape, or that you're actually learning something. I'm confused. Oh yeah, we're going to make one right now. I'm just working with a little bit heavier paper because I'm working with photo paper. So it's just taking me a minute to manipulate it. But yeah, we're going to make a paperback right now. You always learn from me. Thanks, Kelly. So let me make sure I give you a measurement here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're about 4.5, a little over 4.5. You don't have to make it that big. You can make it smaller if you want. Mine just happened to be that big when I folded it. So then I'm going to fold, I'm going to say about 1 inch because I'm working with a full piece of paper here. So I'm going to go up about 1 inch, right? There we go. We folded 1 inch. Then we're going to crease it. And we're not going to worry about this mahogany right here. No. See, I need a paper bag so I can carry my potatoes home in it, you know? I need a bag for my potatoes. So then we're going to open it up, right? And we're going to, first I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to show you what we're cutting off, okay? You're going to cut this and you're going to cut this. But when you cut, you're going to cut in here like this. Just like that, okay? So here we go. I'm gonna grab my big scissors here, like this. Well, first we're gonna take the cap off. So when you go in, you're gonna, yeah, they're Idaho potatoes. And then you're gonna cut down at an angle, just like that. See it? See that angle? You're gonna cut straight across, down like an angle. And then you're gonna come over here to this side, right? And you're gonna cut straight across. And down like an angle. And then you're gonna come in and you're gonna go like this, right? I have a little piece here, so I just have to trim up. You might have to do a little trim, but that's okay. Then you have this, right? It looks like a bag, doesn't it? And when you flip it over, look at those pretty turtles on the front. Like they're swimming, aren't they? All right, go keep these scraps. And then, hold on. I'm going to even get even fancier on you. You got some pinking shears? So how tall is this bag? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I wanted to go about 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, okay. So I'm going to go, so we're going to go right here. This is where I want to cut. So I'm going to take my ruler and give me a line, right? I'm using my mat to give me a line. Like so, right? And I'm going to take my pinking shears. Yes, your pinking shears are for fabric. I know. But you know what? At the end of the day, I don't give two bananas. Because you know what? I'm only putting potatoes in it. Okay, you have your bag. See, you have a bag. And then you turn it over. This is the fun part. You turn it over and you go like this. You put glue here. And you put glue here. Drive your glue straight, Tara, not crooked. Right? And then you go like this. You glue your bottom. Huh. Guess what? You got yourself a bag. Don't you like that bag? And then, if you want to even make it fancier, hold the phone. Hold the phone because I'm going to make this extremely fancy right now. Extremely fancy. I'm going to take my gathered twigs oxide and I'm going to go like this. I'm going to make it this much fancier. And I'm going to go just like this. Around the edge. Huh. Well, Tara, now what do you do with that bag? What do you do with that? Well, this is what you can do with it. You ready? Hold the phone. Because I'm going to blow your mind here in a minute. Because then you can take another piece of the kit, right? Here, I'm going to take another piece of this kit and I'm going to blow your mind. Because now you're going to have to make bags. Thank you, Tanya. Okay. I told you this was groundbreaking. This is groundbreaking material right here. check this. Now check this out. Check this now. Now this here is what it's all about. You got 2 tags in there. And then you come over here. Do I have a small tag? I think I might. That tag's a little too big. Those are the things I made the other day. Oh, well, this tag's too big. Well, you know, there's a solution for that too. There we go. There we go. I think that yeah, I had a vision, and said vision came to life, and we're all now, oh, wait a minute. And then on top of that, we have little Mr. Turtle here, who thinks that he runs the show because, you know, well, you know, I need a home and I need a place to go. All right, friend. I hear you. I'll give you a home. Just let me get a little ink on you and I'll give you a home. And then we're just going to put him here because, oh, why not? So if you like my bag, I'd like to see some turtles in the comments, please. So yes, that is another piece that we have for our journal. Oh yeah, I never showed you. Well, I have stuff. I have stuff going everywhere. But this is another piece I made that's going to be going in our journal also. I made this a while ago when I first got this piece or got this journal, but yes, this is going to be going into the journal. So that's another piece that we have that's going to be going in. Oh, I see some turtles hopping. But yeah, like, just because you do not have something that somebody is working with, yes. I'm telling you, just because you do not have something someone is working with does not mean you can just say, well, I can't make that. I can't do that. I don't have that bag she has. I can't do. Why can't you? What? Your possibilities are endless. They're limitless. The sky is the limit. The sky is the limit. I can go on forever about how the sky is the limit. You don't need everything that somebody else has. You can just take something off your desk and make it. I took a piece of paper. Yeah, that bag's a little big, but you can make that bag out of any size piece of paper. And that's going to look amazing in that journal when we get that journal together, right? So with next week, I'm going to make sure that I have everything ready for the cover so that we can put the cover together. I'm actually going to probably print out material for the cover. I'm going to pick some pages from the kit, print out some material for the cover, and we're going to put the cover on. We're going to sew in the signatures, and then I'm going to randomly make pieces to put into the journal. That's what I'm going to do because I like making pieces for the journal. That's just how I roll. I love making pieces. So yeah. Do you like it when I just randomly sit here and decide, well, yeah, I think the journal needs a piece of this and the journal needs a piece of that. Or when I say, well, I have this paper bag, but I can make it like this for you. I can show you other ways to make this item. I'm just trying to clean up some of the clutter on my desk so I don't look so unprofesh, you know? I don't like to look unprofesh. Yes, I do. Yes. Like, I don't like to be where everyone is not included because I know that not everybody has everything and I want everybody to have a chance. I want everybody to try. I don't want somebody to feel like they can't do it because they don't have that item. So if I know how to make it without that particular item, I'm going to show you how to do it. Like, you don't have to be making this turtle journal with the kit that I'm using. You could be making this turtle journal with anything. You can use whatever kit speaks to you. Karen's doing it. Yes, I always think of others because I know when I first started, I always was like, well, I can't do that because I don't have that item. I can't do that because I don't have this. So yes, I always make sure that when I do something that I know how to do it for another way so other people can do it too. Is there anybody else that's making this journal with me or making a journal in a similar fashion? Because I know tomorrow I'm going to be doing a hidden spine signatures for the Americana journal. So if you want to join me for that, I will be on at 11 o'clock tomorrow to do that. That is going to be probably a bit longer because I have to do the hidden spines and I want to make sure that everybody understands that. Hello, Sassy. Everybody understands how to do the hidden spines and puts the stuff together for that. This one's also going to be hidden spines. Yes, this one's also going to be hidden spine. You have a question, Karen? Yes, what's your question? Or are you going to be there tomorrow? Oh, you're making a journal with me? Awesome sauce. Oh, that is awesome, Kelly. Kelly, if you have not joined, I don't know if you were here. I may or not be using part of that kit in someone's. Are you alluding to my traveling journal? Kelly, if you do not know, I don't know if you were here when I had spoke of it. I have a Facebook group, Snips Happens with Tara. I'm going to drop that link now. Hold on just one moment, friends, while I grab that link so that so that you guys can join that Facebook group if you would like. And that way, if anybody has any questions, they can get a hold of me over there. You can get a hold of me over there. You can leave me a message. Of course you can join, Tanya. Anybody can join. Anybody's welcome. I am trying to grow the community, so if you want to share, go ahead. Any projects that you make, anybody that's following along, anything like that, I want to see your work. That's why I am starting it. Yes, anything like that. Even if you don't do, like, okay, I'm working with turtles, but if you made this paper bag that I showed today, I would love to see. Zal, I did not find the turtle. I did not create the turtle paper. The turtle paper is from luiseHEINZL. Hold on just one second, and I will get you the link for that because she sells it over on Etsy, and she is an amazing content creator. She has a channel, a YouTube channel, and she did amazing when she did. Hold on just one second. I will grab it again. Hold on just one moment to get the Facebook group. I might have to switch over because my Facebook, it's linked to my Facebook group. So hold on just a moment. My Facebook's being a snothead today. Copy. Let's see. See if that works. I switched it over to from my personal to that one. And I also posted Louisa's kit to see if that goes. I will see if I will check into that, Tanya. And when I get it to work, I'll send you a link over on IG. Okay. Will that work for you? But anybody can join the Facebook group. It's not limited to just one particular person. But I do want that to, I am trying to get that to grow because I want people, I'm encouraging people. I'm encouraging people. Let me reuse my words better. I'm encouraging people to share their work, show their work. I don't care if it's what we're working on today, if it's something that they made with me from months ago or whatnot. I just want people to be able to share their work. I'm here to encourage you to work on your crafts, and I just want you to try and do it. If you made the bag, I don't care if it's turtles. I don't care if it's jelly plates. I don't care if it's the paper bag that you got your groceries delivered to your house with. I just want to see that you tried, and I want to encourage you. I want to encourage the next person that comes in and shows their paper bag. Or if you have a question about something that I talked about on the live and you want clarification, then ask me a question. I will answer you. I am not going to tell you come join and then I'm going to ghost you. No. So that is why I am starting that community. So that way, because I want to be able to talk to you more other than here on the lives. Yes. So with that, I don't know what's going on with my StreamYard. I really don't. Hopefully I'm not gone. But I think my internet just went out. But if you're still here, I will definitely catch you on the next one. And I hope everybody has a great day. I don't know why it went out on my computer, but it's being finicky. I know the Spectrum guy is supposed to be coming out today. So I don't know what is going on, but I'm going to get off here. I will see you in the next one. I will be back tomorrow at 11, and we're going to work on the Americana Journal. And I hope to see you on the Facebook group. If anybody has any questions, again, you can ask. I will be there. But until then, have a great day, and I'll see you around. Bye.